Alright everybody, we are back and currently loading up the second and final semi-final of tonight. It's going to be Marsman versus Revolution, a PVZ. And again, the winner of this is the second player to qualify through the open qualifiers for this year's DSCL Open. And the game has loaded up. We're currently jumping in, so casters, take it away, it's all yours.
Alright, in the top right, we have the pink Zerg. He is Revolution.
And here in the top left for Team MCon we have Marsman.
Yes. Okay, so just a bit of an admin announcement here. Marsman is also currently still in the CSS finals, which unfortunately haven't finished yet, which we of course tried to finish, because we're gonna have an issue now. If Marsman wins, he qualified through the open finals, open qualifier, sorry. So what are we gonna do with his position in the CSS finals? I guess the admin will be in touch with Marsman and his opponents about that. But that's of course only in case he wins right here.
Alright, well that's complicated. Alright, so PVC starts with something that all Zergs hate, which is a pylon block onto the natural, followed by a probe.
That could be so annoying.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get the headstone at the third though. Yeah, he's actually gonna let that happen. Is he gonna cancel the pylon? Yes, he will. And he's gonna get his probe in there just in time to plant down another one. He should have the money to do this even. Oh, he's actually just gonna build his own nexus first. So this actually has not, if at all, interrupted his own timing of his own nexus. So definitely a nice move here by Marsman, already delaying Revolution a bit.
Indeed. Moves, he's going for pool gas. He already has. He's third basically now, but because his neutral is blocked, of course.
Yeah, this. I guess he could build a pylon at the top and attack from there, but if not, yeah.
Probe's taking a long way back.
Yeah, definitely taking the long way back here. I guess Revolution should be fine. He's getting map control, he's getting gas, he's gonna get speed quite soon as he gets 100 gas. And he's gonna get a scout over this Overlord, which his first Overlord unfortunately did not fly in the correct direction. He's actually not gonna scout his base all that much. He might be afraid of a Stalker popping out. Even though
there's
no
not a lot
such
in
threat.
that base anyway. Because
yeah, that's true. You know
there's
he's gonna
nothing to
wall
see
off
yet.
anyway. Oh, but as we
there
said,
goes
he throws a Robo.
So this is quite different from what we saw earlier because I don't remember who was that. Was the last person that the Revolution played, like that other PvZ that we cast?
Wasn't that against Leon? I think it was.
No.
Oh, Marshall. No, definitely not. Let me check the bracket for that. Really
Revolution
quick.
versus Evire, perhaps?
Yeah, that was the one. There, like Evire went for the Twilight Council first into depth pressure, but Marsman is going for a robotics facility first. So I wonder what he's planning to do with that.
Yeah, I figure an observer first might make a lot of sense, but I'm not sure if he's that desperate to scout. Okay, he's going to be immortal. Just wants to play safe. Yeah. Alright, so pretty standard opener from the Protoss so far, you know, going into a Robo off of Gateway and just adding on a couple sentries. Wow, is he actually going to go Immortal Sentry off of this? He might actually, because this was a really early Robo.
That too. Here's another sentry, so. But he doesn't have a lot of gateways ready yet, so. Here are 2 more gateways, but if you want to go for 3 more gateways, it will be a good old sentry immortal push. I wonder.
Because he's actually waypointed it in the back of his base along with the 2 gateways. 3 gateways, I should say. Now he's getting a Warp Prism, which I guess are really good. And he's adding on mostly sentries. You know, he's still... Oh, okay, here comes the fast Overlord. And he's definitely going to see the Immortal. And he's definitely going to see like, oh, so that's what's up. However, his current tech is of course Roaches, and he's on 3 bases. And usually just Roaches don't really do all that well against Immortal Sentries, unless you get, of course, good positions or just...
Oh, I think
Marsman
Marsman will go for the all-in here.
Yeah.
Because see how many gateways does he have? He has 7 gateways after they all finish. There's gonna be so many gateway units.
Yeah, it's to put it this way, oh man, he's trying to hide the warp prism, but it's going to get spotted here, probably as well. Oh yeah, okay, so he's getting ready to move out, and this warp prism is going to be absolutely essential, even though there's no significant anti-area for the Zerg except for his queens. It's good to see that after all these years, Immortal Century is still alive and well in StarCraft 2.
Warp at depths mostly. I don't agree with it actually. I think Sogg will be a better choice here, but there are still a lot of links, so I think it's a good choice.
Almost
here.
catches one raptor. That's really good.
Takes a high ground position.
Oh, we might actually get a good surround here. Nice positioning here with the Adept shielding the sentries, but he's actually not throwing down any force. Okay, let's see.
Here are the force shields.
But he doesn't fully seal the wall, and the rest actually just kind of gets around there. One more force field, really do it. He might actually catch the queen. Good job there. Decent trading from Marsman. Most importantly, keeps most of his sentries alive, which just allow him to, to keep throwing down force field after force field.
And also that the Immortal is so important here.
Yeah.
He's gonna rack up so many kills if he keeps it alive.
Yeah.
He's just swapping mass adapts here, so
yeah, he's not even gonna
anytime soon.
He's not even gonna make like more Immortals. He's just gonna keep rallying gateway units after this. Oh man, he could have gone for somewhat of a surrender if he wanted to, but he wants to kill the third first for sure. Decent force field to keep most of the Zerg army away, allowing him to peel at it again. He's gonna focus on the third. Sure, I don't know. He's just gonna fight. Actually, the Immortal actually focusing down Queen.
There goes the third, and there are a few queens finding this, but I don't think it will be enough. Cell is also on the roaches now, and Immortal's still alive. It's dealing out so much damage.
Yeah, this is a really well done execution from Marsman. Even though Revolution had all the creep threats that he wanted, he had quite a lot of units. Still going up that ramp to fight with his roaches might not have been the best move. So there's a second opportunity for Revolution, but this is still so much Protoss. Zell is doing so much tanking here.
Yeah, it's just too much Protoss, and he would just walk over Revolution here. His force fields. GG. Marsman takes the first game.
Congratulations to Marsman there.
Such a crisp time in there. Like, this executed very well.
Right. Unfortunately, we're once again dropping frames. I can't load Twitch as well. I'm not having any issues with Battle.net or StarCraft or Skype. It's just my connection to Twitch from here seems to be bugging out. Guess we'll have to wait until it comes back up. Or rather, we're not going to wait until it comes back up. We're just going to hope it does. Of course, we'll always have the local recording, which I'll upload to YouTube afterwards. So for all of those watching on stream, terribly sorry about this lag issue. I'm going to try and get that sorted out right after this broadcast. And we'll upload the VODs for these games to youtube.com/DSCLeague. You'll be able to find them right there. So go ahead and check it out if you missed these games because of lag. Thank you Apache 7000, Heapfire, and @CrazyJack for following us on Twitch as well. We'll keep you up to date that way whenever
I'm
we go
actually
live.
getting a call for the interview. Do you mind if I answer for a brief period?
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, there we go, Jeroen.
Okay, now waiting for the second game. I wonder what map it will be. So it was quite a good game by Marsman. He just executed it very well. I wonder what he will do in the next game if he will try to do that again actually.
Right, we're getting an invite for another lobby, which is, let me check that out, Apotheosis Ladder Edition.
Oh, Apotheosis. It's a very nice map for PvC
tonight.
Yeah, we have not had Apotheosis yet. Nope. Apparently it's quite unpopular for the most players, apparently.
At least not the map you would pick first if you just lost the first map and then have to pick a second one. Alright.
This is gonna be quite interesting. Apotheosis is quite a large map.
Pretty cool. Alright guys, the next game starting up right now. Apotheosis again.
Yes.
And
Again?
well,
Not Apotheosis yet.
as in I just said it, not the second time we're gonna play it. Yeah, so Marsman is up 1 game.
Indeed.
Could be qualifying match. By the way, Jeroen is currently not here. Let me check the score and jump into the game. So there we go. That's the game for you. Let's introduce these players first. I'll kick it off, right? So in the bottom right corner of this map are British, or I should say, Zerg from the United Kingdom. I'm not sure if he's British. Revolution. There we go. I may have botched that, but there we go.
Almost. Okay, so here in the top left we have the Dutch Pro player from Team Amcon, Marsman.
Indeed. All right. So we've seen Revolution play before. Marsman not, at least tonight. We're seeing
Indeed.
A gateway at the natural. No scout after gateway. So I'm guessing. Oh,
this is
of course,
quite standard.
Also,
especially.
But I kind of missed the probe that already went out. So yeah.
Okay, so he's just going for an early scout just to be sure. So Revolution went for gas before pool, which is. I think he wanted to be aggressive on this map. And he's going for the gold base first. So that's the interesting thing about this map, because like the third base location can be or the gold base, like Revolution is going to take now, or you have to like the normal mineral base, which some people also take instead of the gold. But Revolution is going for the gold in this case, and I think he's going to take the gold because he wants to put on pressure, because he already has his 100 gas for the circling speed, and this pool is already done. He's making 6 circling, so he wants to put on some pressure.
Alright, okay, so a relatively quick Zergling speed and Zerglings coming up. Do you think he's going to be able to do some damage against this wall off that Marsman has constructed?
Yeah, that's the thing, because Marsman he's already gone double gateway and Simon score even before his nexus, so his opening is so safe, and he already has the salad on the way, so I don't think that Russian can get any damage done, but he should still be okay if he takes a relative fast third also. Like the problem for Marsman here is that his naturals a lot later than it normally would. And he's already making double adapt, so he might even be going for some pressure of his own.
Curious to see that. Of course, gonna be tough to do lots of damage against many speedlings on the map. We'll have to wait to see how many Revolution actually makes. So here we go. There's an adapt behind that wall, so these Zerglings will not be able to stay there long and do damage. 2 adapts now, single-shotting Zerglings, if I'm right.
Indeed.
Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have to alt-tab for just a quick second. Looks like Twitch is back up. Let me see. Whoa, something fishy is going on here. Anyway, we're back in. I hope the stream has stopped lagging, but I'm not sure. Unfortunately, there seems to be a problem between me and Twitch. No other connection issues here with BattleNet or Skype or whatever.
Okay.
But like I said, all these matches will be on YouTube, youtube.com/DSCL League. And now back into this game, which is game number 2 between Marsman and Revolution. For those of you just retuning in now that the spike has finished.
Okay, so Revolution has his third base on the way. He's getting Overlord speed. And he has an Overlord in position at the top left, so he might be going for some circling drop or something like that, which would be interesting. I haven't seen that in quite a while, or just going in for a scout maybe. And meanwhile, Marsman has his Stargate on the way, and the Overlord's already heading right for it.
Yeah, we'll definitely get spotted there.
There we go, he scouts it immediately.
What do you think is going to come out of that Stargate? Do you think he's going to try for some harass with an Oracle, or is that...
Yeah, that's the thing I wanted. He might go for Oracle, but maybe now that he's scout, he might just go for the safe option and go with Phoenix and try to do some damage with that.
Okay. Of course, with Phoenix you can deny scouting from Overlords easily.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Revolution is getting some more gases. He took down the rocks between his bases, so that Marsman maybe can use them later. He's just drawing up, getting his lair and the evolution chamber, so he's going for his upgrades. And Marsman is making Phoenix, so he just wants to take some map control, shoot down some overlords. And like I said earlier, like Marsman is now taking his third base at the arguably the most safer location, which is not the gold base.
Right, so he's gonna go for a longer game, I guess you could say. Spore
So
Crawl is
Marsman
coming
went,
up.
yeah. So Marsman went for Phoenix first, and now he's going into Oracle. But the Spore Crawl's already gone up, so I don't think they will get too much damage done.
Spore Crawl has been hidden behind an Overlord. You see that?
Yeah.
Nice. Makes it hard to see it, and of course target it if you have something that shoots down.
Okay, Revolution scouts the third base, so he knows he's safe for a while, so he just keeps throwing up. He might be able to put on pressure on the third base actually if he pumps out enough roaches, and he throws down a Hydra nest. So there might be a hint that he's going into a Hydralisk or maybe some lurkers.
Right, so just giving out a bit of info to people in the chat wondering how they can play. You can play in the next qualifier, which is September 14th, Wednesday next week.
Neat.
Alright, in comes the Oracle. Don't think, like you said, it will do much damage. Maybe it'll be happy to just reveal, or how's that thing called again?
Revelation.
Revelate a bunch of Revolution's army here. There we go. That's a big one. Seeing all.
So just getting scouting information, and there's a lurker then on the way. So Revolution is going for some lurkers, and Marsman is now going into double robo, which I think is the right answer to this. So if he gets some immortals and the observer, he should be okay versus an amount of lurkers.
For those of you wondering where Wyman went, he's currently being interviewed by a local radio station from Houten. They were wondering about this DSCL Open thing, so right now he's online, on air, in a different broadcast, but he'll be back with us soon enough. I wish I had more to say, guys. I feel like a lonely observer.
Revolution has some Hydralisk on the way. He's going for this +2 missile attack, so he's just gearing up for a push later on, I think, and he's spreading some creep down the middle, which is, I think it could be better, but it is alright. I do think that he should take his fourth base soon, though, because Marsman's base is already almost fully situated, so they're on an even economy, and mostly, like the basic rule is that the Zerg should always be one base ahead of the Protoss.
Do you think that basic rule has changed somewhat now that Legacy of the Void is out? Of course, I know it's been out for a while, but I kind of
I was actually thinking about that. So it might not be as severe as earlier, but I think it still applies that Zerg should be like one base ahead, which is what we see in most games, but it is a bit less. And here already is like the 4 base per Revolution on a kind of odd location. I thought it would be the other place. So
Marsman moves across the map right across the creep highway, so he'll be able to clear it up, but on the other hand, Revolution will see him coming.
Should be careful. He doesn't have a mothership core with his army, so he should be really careful. I think he's doing right by pulling back now. He was just clearing out some creep. Because I don't think he can take on the army yet. He's getting a Storm though and some High Templar. He's charged on the way, so I think if he waits a couple of more minutes, he can be in a great position. But now Revolution is, I think, posturing a bit, but he's revelated, so he can't go too far out.
That's another great revelation from Marsman there.
Indeed. Just making more lurkers. This can be such a scary army to fight at the Protoss, and he gets revelated again, so Marsman just always knows where his army is.
So these revelations, do they reveal burrowed lurkers?
Yes, they do. So that's the best thing about lurkers, because the Zerg mostly get sniped by Hydralisk if the Zerg is paying attention. So that's why an Oracle is really a necessity if you're fighting lurkers.
Right, okay. You said double robo otherwise is a good answer to lurkers, because you'll be cranking out immortals then.
Yeah, if you, like, most people go Immortal Archon Chartles, like Marsman is going too, but he's going mostly into Storms also, so He's quite a good army to deal with this, but he needs a good position to fight.
So is Storm mostly against the Hydralisks, or is it also useful against Lurkers?
Yeah, it's mostly against Hydralisks, but it basically works well against any kind of army because it just bruises the whole army. And if you just stack them up, it just does so much damage.
Okay, of
But
course.
meanwhile,
Lurkers stack out
Revolution
a
is
little bit less.
also in.
Yeah, no, you go ahead.
Revolution also in the back is gearing up for a attack switch, I think, because he is getting melee upgrades, has a Spire on the way, and Balin has just finished too, so... And Marsman actually sniped for the 5th base location to the left with a warp.
Yep, although these Zealots are now being stuck on move command. Not getting any further damage done. May get one drone. But...
They got the base, so that's good enough for now.
And
Marsman is trying to gear up for a 4th base.
yeah, and there was a push out that was kind of masked or made possible by Revolution's retreat of his army because of those Zealots. So those Zealots definitely did a lot position-wise as well.
Indeed.
And we've got an army that is pretty even in terms of supply, but they're passing each other by. So does Revolution not know that? Oh yeah, now he does know, and he turns around. So it's going to be Marsman's army here. Is there a mothership core with the army? No, and not as far as I can see. So no instant.
No, there's not a
recall.
much, so he's kind of committed to this attack here. So he should be a bit careful.
Oh,
with
so
the
many
engagement.
lurkers! Don't walk into there. That's like the Zerg equivalent of the
Oh,
siege
you're
tank. But he
gonna
does. He walks
fight
in, but there's
over?
so
Oh.
many. Don't do it.
No! Oh, the slaughter. Ah.
You got
That
back
was
right at the right time, Jeroen. That was a bit of a slaughter
Yeah.
there.
I'm not sure if you could call it the right time, but it was definitely a painful time for Marsman there.
It
Oh
lost
dear.
like 3 almost full energy high temp cards were through by misrallying them, and his army is just so bruised up now. And meanwhile, there was a circuit run by at the 4th base part, which just took it out. So his economy is it's still okay, but he's mining out at his main and natural, so it's going to be
Oh,
tough in the
my
next
God.
few minutes.
Guys, look at the middle of the map.
God.
So many lurkers. They're just bumping
Oh.
these. This is silly.
There go the Immortals. Oh, that was ugly.
Evaporated. Whoa. Yeah, this doesn't look good for Marsman. I'm not sure if he can hold this push.
No, he's built up quite an army, but there's just so many lurkers. I don't think he can fight this.
This is brutal.
And it's just a stream of Zerg coming across the map with hydras, roaches, all those.
So much damage to these rocks too. Okay, so it looked a bit dangerous because these lurkers were kind of naked, and now they're coming through a very small choke. So if there was ever a fight that Marsman could use to come back into this, this will be it. But I'm still not sure it's going to be enough. No.
I just only killed him.
GG. So once again, we have a real series on our hands, guys.
We do for sure.
Indeed.
Hey, Jeroen,
Tied.
what happened
Yeah.
in the other broadcast?
What do you mean? Like it went pretty well?
That's what I meant.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, that was great. I loved it. Great guys. I think I knew some of the people on the other side of the line, and they're actually going to be calling me back later. But I think the series will be on by now. So I'm kind of contemplating like getting on my bike and hopping over to the studio because I know where it is.
That'd be cool. You're like,
just show up at their door, like, hey guys.
they're calling you up, and they hear a phone ring right next to them. And you're like, yeah, that's me. Right.
Yeah.
So Revolution just won, which means it's 1-1. We're gonna wait for the final game of tonight. Unfortunately, we're currently not in a lag spike, so we're actually broadcasting all the frames I'm creating. So that's a good feeling. Guys, for those of you still watching, thank you for sticking around. And of course, if you want to help out with the DSCL this year or the next year or whenever, hook us up. We're looking for admins. We're looking for people who can do graphics. We're looking for talented casters as well, because I can't cast for shit. These other two guys are great, but they are not always available. Blue Zealand would like to play in the qualifiers every now and then, and Wyman won't be here next week. So hook us up if you want to contribute in any way with the DSCL. Contact at Dutch StarCraft League, or go to dscl.nl. You'll find contact information all about it. So there we go. We're waiting for an invite for the final game of the night. Marsman gets to pick the final map, and after this map, we're going to have an interview with the winner of that game and the winner of Multi versus Leon, which was Multi. So we're going to have Multi and next game's winner in the chat, in the Skype for a quick interview. So guys, get your questions ready in the chat as well. We'll try and ask them. Let's see. Oh, apparently I had a tweet set up, but it didn't go out because of the lag. No, I'm not sure. Is that true? I'm just gonna change final match of the evening starting now to final game of the evening starting now.
All right. Can't wait for
Yeah,
this game.
I didn't see that tweet, so not go at.
There we go.
Oh, man, I almost clicked the play button on ranked. That would have been a mistake.
I might hit that play button after these games.
Nice.
Play some ranked.
Mm-hmm.
Passion is real, boys. Even by accident.
Let's check this out. There we go. We have an invite for game number 3 on New Gettysburg. Yes, a new map. We haven't seen this one before tonight.
You get it. Oh, that's an interesting map. But I will tell you guys all about it when we get into the game.
Oh yeah, this map. Yeah, this one's a beauty. It's yeah, that's an interesting map, especially on this matchup on CVP. Wow.
All right, that is.
I don't think I've actually seen people play CVP on it.
I think the play is already, but I'm not sure.
But did you guys ever notice that the Grandmaster portrait border is like animated? Super cool.
Yeah, that's since the latter revamp. They just added animation to almost every border, but especially the Grandmaster one.
Yeah.
It looks so good now.
The other one's moving around too. All right, guys, the final map is loading up right now.
I checked the Grandmaster League, and there's a guy at rank 170 called Legendary Aliyah. I think that's pretty funny. Sorry, it's an in-joke. Anyway, we are on New Gettysburg LE. Here in the bottom right, we have the yellow Protoss from Team MCon Esports. He's Marsman. And yeah, go ahead.
And here in the bottom left on New Gettysburg, we have Revolution.
Indeed, Leo.
Alright, so what's this sneaky probe gonna do?
That's the very first probe that moved out there.
And there's a dead ghost on the floor there, and you haven't seen that. Yeah, he's gonna get spotted, right? No?
Yep.
Yeah, you should have seen that. Is he just gonna be annoying and like pile on the natural? It looks like it.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because expanding to a third is so hard here for Zerg. I think that's kind of the whole idea behind this. But Revolution is just gonna go pull first into an extractor and not give a hoot.
Right. Do you think? Obviously, he saw the probe, so he must have reacted right away. I thought, well, I'm not gonna get that one down, so may as well go for it.
Yeah, he might actually just go like juke this probe and go towards the third instead. Okay. Well, maybe not. He wants him to waste some minerals.
Marsman is going again for.
He doesn't have
he's
minerals
going for double gateway. Yeah.
It's just being annoying, I guess. Yeah, double gateway indicates some form of aggression.
Oh,
he let the pylon finish, actually.
He did cancel the gateway.
Yeah, what's he doing? Like, he let that pylon finish. That would have been 75 minerals if he had just let it up there. I mean, there's going to be lings out there any second trying to kill it, so I'm not really liking this opening from Marsman at all.
Indeed. It's a bit weird, but he should be fine, I think. So, but
well,
like
at the very
least,
least,
gateway he let the pylon finish, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of wasted minerals basically.
Yeah, his cybernetics core is only not even halfway finished, so this Zergling pressure might actually get quite annoying. And he's getting a Zealot first because, well, of course he can't get an Adept out just yet. I don't think he's gonna march these links all the way across the map though, but if he does, yeah, here we go. This might actually, no, okay, he's not gonna move all across the map, just down around. I think Revolution is just gonna be content and try to go a macro up of 3 bases because, you know, he won that previous game on macro as well. So, yeah, why not when I try to go for another attempt.
Nice.
It's almost as if Marsman really knew what he was doing with his Immortal Sentry, but in the macro department, Revolution kind of has his number.
Okay, so here is something that I was expecting in this game: Stargate for Marsman, which is so strangely placed between the gases on this natural base. But this is quite a good map for Stargate play, since there's just so much dead airspace basically, so you can fly around quite effectively.
Zergling's not finally moving across the map, but it won't be able to do a whole lot against that Adept that will be protecting the wall. Another gateway and a third gateway being added onto the wall for Marsman. And yeah, he's just kind of macroing it up, but if you play too long macro against the Zerg, he's just going to have your number and have the perfect unit composition against what you're making.
Will you get a pylon? No, only chips off the shield while the Adept gets back there. For Marsman, he has an Oracle on the way now, so he wants to do some damage, but Revolution is scouted, of course, and there are already spores on the way.
Yeah, this is not going to do all that much, I'm afraid, unless he pays absolutely no attention and gets drones picked off on the side, but that seems heavily unlikely.
What's with the positioning of this Stargate, guys? I mean, it's
yeah,
totally
I was
blocking one of the
thinking
gases.
that too. It was just all the way in front of the gas, so he doesn't want to mine gas, maybe.
I don't know. He wants it to be seen easily by Zerglings that run up the ramp. I don't know.
I think the
It's
reason
so
was
weird.
just, yeah, he could have put it more to the south area, like to the bottom of his two pylons close together, and he could have been put it below there. I can't really, I can't explain this. Oracle gets 2 kills, but almost gets picked off by the Queen. He really needs to be careful from this point on. Not a really big payoff so far. And Revolution really has.
Actually, go for another Oracle.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he's not, getting a Phoenix. Just, regarding the fact that there are 3 Overlords around his base. Finally, he seems to feel comfortable enough to go for a third Nexus of his own. The drone count is actually quite equal for both players at this stage. But Revolution is just going to have map control from this point on. Oh well.
See, scouts the evolution chamber.
Yeah.
Lairs on the way now also.
With snipe stick.
There's not
Tumor,
too
that's
many
interesting.
drones from Revolution on the map. What's Revolution spending his minerals on?
He's getting a lair.
And now get the 6 more drones.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I think Revolution is actually gonna be in a really good position, because you gotta remember the distance between these 2 bases is rather large. Maybe not as large as on the previous map. It's kind of close. But yeah, I'm more confused as to Marsman's plan. Like, he's getting double robo at this stage. I'm expecting lots of Immortals. I don't really see it going any other way. But it's.
I think
such
he's
a slow
doing the
build.
same as last game, where he basically pumped out double Immortal and went into Chart Slot, I think, with some Archons and Storm. But the thing is, like last game, he basically lost because bad positioning. So
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
his
if you
composition
waited-
was okay, right?
Yeah, his composition was okay. I think if he waited longer and had a better position to fight in, he would have actually won that game. Because he was not, it was not the army composition, and his macro was actually quite well behind it, but it was just a very bad fight, which basically won Revolution the game. So, meanwhile, he's still trying to be annoying with these oracles. They're getting
Oh, come
actually
on.
something done.
Oh, that was so unnecessary, losing the 1 Oracle there and just
Yeah,
getting 3 drone kills.
Pulled it back, but then flown it back in.
Yeah, you really want to keep that last one alive, though, just for map vision and map control. Yeah, currently he's building 2 Immortals at the same time, which is obviously good. But the first Ravagers are already out for Revolution. He's getting +1 melee attack as well as roach speed, so he's got a timing ahead of him if he makes good use of it. Like, there's 4 more gates. No, sorry, 3 gates in the Twilight being added on from Marsman, but he really needs to sort of pull the switch and start unit production, or he's just gonna die.
I do think the Twilight is quite late, actually, but that might be because he went Stargate, of course.
Yeah, if he gets +1, like, he's got a healthy Immortal count, healthy Sentry count, he needs stuff, he needs Adepts, he needs Zealots, he needs to be able to fight. Maybe even, oh, wow, actually, Revolution. He gets a nice revelation off on the army of Revolution.
So he actually knows what's going on. He knows that he's going to probably move out soon. There's a lot of Zerglings
He's
So-
still making more probes. +2 attack, 3 more gateways. I agree with the gateways. Like, he needs units. He needs it as soon as possible. Like, he's kind of lingering in between his natural and his third days, because he knows he's gonna get attacked sooner or later.
I also like
there-
the pylon placement a lot because he will be ready to overcharge them when the fight goes down. So
yeah,
it's
except
quite a
his-
good staging area.
his mothership course at the third. All right. Well, I think this next attack is gonna do so much damage, and I mean he's gonna have to force field really well, and probably do it
There's
again.
so
because-
many strokes on the way, and there are
Yeah.
a lot of Baneling. Baneling speed's almost done. They already have +1.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think this
it's
timing
gonna be a
for
scary
Marsman is
fight.
going to work out. Like, it's really scary. He gets the revelation. He sees the banelings being made. He knows that within, a minute or at least 15 seconds, there's going to be a big fight on his hands. He's going to have to force field like a boss.
Whoa.
but don't- Where did
Try
that
to
force
catch
field
some
go?
units there,
It's on the
but-
high ground. How does that even work? Oh man, this is quite scary. Nice force field there. Picks off a couple banelings. Needs the force field. That one on the right. Nice job. But Raph destroy everything. The banelings just
Well,
rolling
yeah.
in onto the immortals.
Oh,
So
thanks,
much damage.
Suck.
Revolution to wins.
Whoa, that hurts.
It
All
does
right.
for sure. So that's a quick GG from Marsman there. Revolution takes the game and qualifies for this year's DSCL Open. Congratulations, Revolution. We're now going to try and get him on Skype. So just bear with us for just a sec, and we'll be going at it.